this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. So as you can see, this is Ashen in his E100 with the Tiger paint job. This is of course Windstorm. Yes, I got it right. Woot! It's obviously a tier 10 battle. Enough tier 8s to make it interesting. And some unfortunate... Wait, what? Interesting. Great, we have more tier 8s than... Hey, on the upside, we have more tier 8s than they do! I swear I can be upbeat about that. But we also have another tier 10, so... It probably balances out fairly well. Now, before we actually get into the battle... if you want to get in contact with me, talk to me, whatever, my Facebook, Duckster, and Twitter links are all in the description below. Feel free to friend me, add me, whatever. What else? The best way to support the channel is my Patreon account, also in the description below. Even if something as little as like $1 a month is actually incredibly beneficial and will support the channel a lot. What else? I feel like there's other stuff you guys can check out. Check out my About page if you want to learn more about me and the channel. And other stuff I have to offer. Now, battle! Because I don't want to talk about random crap anymore. So, with so many people kind of stuck here, I was thinking that there was going to be something big over there. Oh, it's just a T-30. That's just a T-30. T-30 just shot somebody, didn't it? No, apparently it managed to either not connect with the IS-3 or bounce off him. Well, now the T-30 has felt some of his own medicine, deliver it back to him, and Ash is setting up to side scrape. Now, he is in a fairly decent position. The only thing I hate about this particular position is that tree that makes it difficult to aim through unless you're in sniper mode. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore because, you know, T-30's dead. Sorry, I got distracted looking at his text, and we can't bring it back up. Eat brick is best brick or something? Ash is going to have to explain that in the comments, or I'm going to have to go back and actually pay attention to what was being said. Which probably ain't going to happen. So, comments. Ooh, look, a patent in the open. Oh, didn't get a shot at him. E75. Ooh, E100. Come on, Mr. E100, just back up a little bit more. Okay, or the patent apparently wants something. So, we have a present. We'll deliver it to the patent. Ash isn't going to bother to use a repair kit on his tracks right now. If they get blown off again, he's just going to let them repair on their own. And once again, wait, I don't know what just happened, but that patent apparently decided he needed to get shot again. So he came out around a corner in obvious plain view of an E100 and got himself shot again. Now let's see if he does it a third time. No, I don't think he is. Now Seth is putting shots into the front of the enemy E100. I guess I forgot to mention that Seth, there we go, is in a T110 E5, and he is assisting Ash in this whole endeavor. Oh, I wish we were loaded. Ooh, yeah, got loaded just in time to put a shot into the side of that Jag Panther 2. Sadly, not taking his tracks off, but definitely wounding him to the point of, you know, he is retreating out of the fight now. Now, our IS-3 is somehow winning this fight against the Waffentrager E100. I'm not 100% certain as how he's doing that. Okay, he's dead. Well, that explains that then. And we got ammo wrecked, because of course that's gonna happen. What's that? The second penetrating shot of the game takes out our ammo rack. Wait, what? Well, that was an HE shell. And, that was... Oh, where'd that go through? Oh, yeah. Interesting. I didn't think it would penetrate at that angle, but apparently the armor on the side of the turret isn't as thick as I was thinking it was. So Seth is going to go take care of the Waffentrager while Ash chases down the enemy Waffentrager. I love how clear I am sometimes. So Ash killed the Waffentrager E100, and Seth killed the Waffentrager E100, and Ash is about to kill the Panzer IV, who I'm surprised didn't reload in 17 seconds. So I'm gonna guess that Ash's first shell actually blew up the guy's ammo rack, or at least damaged it, to the point where he couldn't reload in time before Ash killed him. That's the only thing I can think of. Otherwise, there should have been no reason for Ash to get that second shot in before the Waffentrager did. But enemy, ooh yeah. The AMX-50B was just hunting the Pershing, wasn't expecting to get a shot in the side of the turret, got himself killed for it, and I'm so happy to see Seth sticking around with Ash. These two guys, as a team, are much stronger than they are independently. And so far, the last few shots have done that, just bounced off the side of Ash and Z100. So there, he gets himself hulled down. Now he's not in the best hold on. Into a side scraping position, sorry. It's not the best position in the world, but it did afford him enough cover of his frontal lower plate that enemy shots were just going to bounce, and they pretty much just backed off. Now the Pershing is in a bad spot. The Pershing is now in a great spot. He's in the garage. He's got no troubles at all. However, this leaves our team in a bad spot. Now, ooh, I didn't expect that shot to go in. But it was a great job, Ash backing up far enough that he could fire into the front of the E75 turret, which is where I'm gonna. Oh, it's a gold shell, right? Of course, that makes sense. Which is perfectly fine when you need to secure a game. If you know, at that range, is that a heat shell or? It is heat. Okay, so it had the same penetration, 334, no matter what distance it travels. I'm fairly sure. I'm gonna get corrected on that in the comments if I'm not right. But anyways, so it did penetrate, and it of course dropped the E75 down to a one shot, which is where he wants it to be. There's no point in bouncing a shot off of the front of the E75 when it's this late in the game. You might as well just load that gold shell. It'll probably be cheaper in the long run, and it secures the victory. So now our Indian Panzer is just going to cap out, while apparently the rest of their team just waits it out. Nope. Ooh, my bad. Centurion 1 got back to the cap in time to either push the Indian Panzer off or shoot him. And now we have a battle of two tier 8 tanks back there, and there's nothing the Seth or Ash can do about it. There's no way they make it back to the Indian before this battle is over. Indian is dead. That's bad. Seth taking a great big shot for Ash, and the E75 apparently didn't realize there was an E100 right here. I guess he thought that the two of them had separated and that Ash was still over somewhere else. If he'd realized they were in a platoon, he probably would have reacted better to that whole thing. But he assumed that Seth was alone, which was obviously a mistake. Now, the only way that could have gone better for the E75 is if he shot Seth and then rammed him. It probably would have killed Seth. It probably would have killed the E75 as well. But it would have gotten him more damage and knocked another gun out of this fight. Without Seth in here, Ash may be overwhelmed and killed fairly soon. With Seth here, that's at least, you know, one more gun. So he's probably going to do at least 400 more damage before he gets knocked out. At very least, it provides some flanking defense for Ash. Now Ash is of course going to be the main instrument of death for this, as he has all the health. And of course he's the hero of this game. It wouldn't do for him to suddenly start doing nothing. But the fact that he's got Seth with him means that he can't be flanked as easily. They're going to have to really try and catch these guys by surprise if they want to do a flanking tactic. Sorry. So I think right now what's going through their minds is they're not really certain where to go. Oh, there's a Centurion. See, that's the kind of thing that if that happened without Seth being there, Centurion probably got at least one shot off. Thank you. The Centurion probably would have at least got one shot off before Ash could have spun around, and potentially even two shots off. You know, it was like 500 damage that potentially could have happened if Seth hadn't been there. But because Seth is here, we know where the Centurion is, and we also know he can't sneak up behind us easily. Oh, there's also a T-30 back there. Unfortunately, Seth bounced his shot. Fortunately, however, so the T-30, so it's all kind of still good. Side shot on T-30, boom, dead T-30. Now switching over to gold ammo for the rest of this game, most likely. That's fine. I mean, it's gonna kill the Centurion. I can't believe Seth is still alive. Oh, my bad. Sorry, Seth. I totally didn't jinx that for you. Oops. Anyway, Centurion is so close to death that a ram will kill him, but Ash isn't going to risk that. He's going to shoot him with gold. I would rather he reloaded HE shell. I mean, but that's in a perfect world. Ash doesn't have the time to do that. Apparently the IS-4 is a bot, but Ash has no way to take this. Like, there's no way Ash can take the enemy team spouting out anything as fact. So he has to eliminate the Centurion as fast as possible, as efficiently as possible. That means he can't reload his HE shell, which he would have liked to have done. Because even with an HE shell, it was a guaranteed kill. Excuse me, no matter what happened. But unless of course he bounced around. But the gold guarantees it, and it was loaded already. 3 minutes left. Thank you, computer. Now Ash doesn't really have any choice. Okay, we're gonna pause it for a second. So one of two things could happen. Either the IS-4 is somewhere over here trying to stalk Ash and kill him, or he's AFK in the base. Now, we didn't see the IS-4 when our Indian Panzer was capping. Now, that could either be because the Indian Panzer was so far out of range that we just couldn't see any of his contacts, or more likely the IS-4 isn't quite... look at that. He isn't AFK after all. Oh. But he might be a bot. Okay. So Ash, if Ash wants to win this, his only recourse is either to chase down IS-4 or go cap. He has enough time that he can get to the cap and jump on and start to cap. He will have enough time to finish capping as well as starting cap. And mine's not quite all here yet. My bad. Now, if the IS-4 wants to win, he has to come and confront Ash. Okay, we're away. Interesting. Now Ash is going to spin as best he can to get his front armor towards the problem. And he's going to back up a little bit. Now, what he's trying to do is he wants to get use as much of the terrain for cover as possible, so that he is basically trying to get himself hulled down without leaving the capture, which is right where he is now, and he is in a perfect position. Now, the only better position to this might be that rock over there, because he could angle out for side scraping purposes, but this will work just as well, and it takes less time to get into. IS-4 is approaching. I don't know what that glitch is, but anyways, IS-4 fires. Ash fires. IS-4 shot our gun management. Yeah, that was totally gonna go through. IS-4 is reloading and backing up. He is trying to live, apparently. Well, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I wanted that to go in so badly. I mean, it was the barest, like, sniperist, worst possible shot, but he fired, and apparently that's lured the ioEther out. The ioEther is trying to make a desperate charge to secure victory. Unfortunately for him, he managed to bounce the only shell. Where did that last shell hit? I think that was it. Right into his spaced armor. Oh, wow. Or, actually, you know what? It was probably that one. I don't remember that shot being there last time I looked at the bodywork. So, Ash just capped out the enemy base, claimed 7 kills, and annihilated the enemy. 4,200 experience with his daily double, with a premium account, and a whole bunch of money made. That was an excellent game. Mastery badge, ace tanker, fire for... Well, yeah, he got fire for effect. Huh. Shell proof. Huh. Duelist, brawler, steel wall, which was richly deserved. High caliber, also richly deserved, and the top gun is almost superfluous at this point in time. And the amount of people he killed or damaged and is just amazing. This poor Waffen E1 or Waffen Panzer IV, he hit with the HE shell, 2 of them actually, but I'm gonna guess the first one potentially took out his loader and or his ammo rack. That poor guy. 10,000 damage dealt over 7 kills. 10,000 damage. Wow. Wow is the best word I'm going to come up with, because wow. Second in damage is Seth with 3,400. And then the rest of his team did like squat. It's a tier 10 game. Though the Indian Panzer deserves props along with the ioEther because these two actually did quite a bit considering that they were bottom tier in this game. Enemy team Centurion Mark 1 deserves a lot of credit, and who else? We'll just go with him. "18 shots fired, 17 penetrations for his 10,000 damage. Now, 4,000 of the return damage was blocked by armor. I'm going to jump back over here for a sec. Seth also blocked 2,000 damage. So between these two guys, they dealt out almost 1,400 damage and absorbed 6,000. Sorry, 14,000 dealt out and 6,000 absorbed. That's just damage blocked by armor. That doesn't include shots that went into their tracks, nor does it include the actual damage they took to their tanks. It's probably closer to 10,000 damage absorbed between these two guys. They carried the game. Without them, this would have been a surefire defeat. Wow, everything about this game was pretty awesome. I almost wish, I do actually kind of wish Ash had left the ioEther alive for a few more seconds. Ash, of course, wanted to kill the ioEther before the ioEther took off his cap points, because, of course, the more cap points means he actually gets, stuff for this. But if he had, I'm fairly certain that if he had let the ioEther live for a few extra seconds, finished capping, and then killed him, he may have gotten an invader. Now, somebody can correct me on that if you know different, but I'm fairly certain that would have worked to get an invader, as well as everything else, which is pretty awesome to have on an E100, to be honest. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Ash, thank you so much for this amazing game. I will see you all next time. This ioEther out. Hey folks, this is ioEther, and we're back with some more World Tanks. Side scraping. How to counter a player who's side scraping. So the E100 is trying to side scrape, and you can see let's see. Ooh, Ronak is actually firing at the engine deck of the enemy tank. And, well, that makes sense, because Ronak's gun is actually higher up than the enemy tank's engine deck, so he can aim down. And if he concentrates right, and if he... Ooh, well, yeah, T-57. Really? How did you miss that shot on the T-57? Really? That was like a free shot. So the enemy Elon Hunter is getting really pissed that Ronak can somehow penetrate him without being, you know, without exposing enough of his tank so that so this guy can kill Ronak. So Ronak's, yeah, again, gonna shoot for the engine deck.